Alrighty, got another C20 to C10 conversion. We took this old C20, put half-ton suspension on it, shortened the frame, took 14 inches out of the middle, took 6 inches off the back of it, got a 9-inch in it, all bolted up. Just gotta weld some cross members in, or bolt some cross members in. Got the brackets. We raised the brackets so we could lower it. So it's all lowered in the back. Got some welds on it. This is my dad's 86 C20. Seems like we've been shortening a bunch of these lately. And I got another one I want to shorten too, so I'll probably show you guys a video of that one. I haven't took no videos of this. I don't know, I get busy and don't want to mess around with the camera. But yep, it's shortened. This one came from Oklahoma. Guy drove it from California to Oklahoma to his new house, and my dad went and bought this one. I'll show you guys a video of painting this. I'll paint the frame, and I'm gonna paint the whole body. And then I'll give you guys an update on my drag truck too. This is going to get painted black. It was a factory 454, 400 turbo, and a 14 bolt. There's the engine and tranny. I know it's a mess in here. I haven't had a chance to clean. But there's that. There's the front end. Go over to the other shop. Ooh, yeah, look at that. The Green New Deal, baby. I love those old trucks. That Suburban came from Alabama. I found that on Facebook Marketplace and showed my dad, and he had to have that, so he went and got that too. Rust-free Suburban. We got a whole interior to go in it. I got this dash out of another Suburban that I bought. We got all the door panels. We're gonna switch it over to manual crank windows. Got a couple new windshields. This will look good when it's done. Got a whole matching interior to put in it, but this thing is spotless. These old Suburbans seem like they're getting more popular. Getting expensive too. Ooh, there's a socket. Ooh, look at that. But yeah, this thing is absolutely clean. Just dirty. 3/4 ton, 14 bolt. He's putting a TBI 350 and I think a 400 trans. We got a bunch of junk laying around. Oh, let's see. piece of shit mower. I just got cow tracks put on this. The bars were too long for whatever reason. Had to take them out to a friend's machine shop, and he cut the weld with the lathe and shortened it, and now I got my bars on here. Got some fresh slicks. Spent 4 hours polishing them wheels by hand. That mother's wheel sucks. It's better to do it with your hands. Manual labor. It's the only way to do it. There's some welds. Then we're gonna go on my dad's cutlass. There's the tranny out of my drag truck. I got another one out back that's all fresh. It's got a trans brake in it, and I'll put my good cone converter in it as soon as I get that back from PTC converter. And then we had some bullet mufflers on here. They were 3-inch into 4-inch bullet mufflers and 4-inch turn downs, and it was too loud. I'm afraid I'm gonna get in trouble with them, so we put some they're kind of like a MagnaFlow knockoff muffler. They're stainless, 3-inch. Now I'll run my tailpipes up. I don't have very many options right now. I'd like to do something different with the exhaust later, but I'll probably just turn them up for now, because it gets real dirty with them turn downs. But that's where I'm at so far. Waiting for PTC to get my converter back to me, and gotta have a drive shaft made, and then I'll be making a test hit with this baby. Look at this damn thing. It's terrible looking. All the hoods fall off these. I bought those wheels at a swap meet like a year ago. They came with tires and tubes, and I paid like $900 for them. And I think they're like $544 or $545 for the back, and then I don't know, I think they're like $1,900 if you buy them new, somewhere around there. I didn't give that much for them. Too cheap for that. But those turned out really nice. That guy hooked me up. But that's the update on the drag truck. As soon as I get my tranny put in it, I'll finish the exhaust up, obviously, because it's sitting, the engine's kind of tilted down. Then we're going to put a 488 gear in it. And hopefully I can get some nitrous on this thing sometime this summer. I don't want to get crazy. My setup won't handle a bunch, but 150 shot will be pretty good on this. We really need to clean our shops. They've been neglected for a while. But yeah, that's all we mess with is square bodies. That's what I grew up in, and that's all I've ever drove. We ain't like the rest of the people that thought square bodies were ugly and now they want them all. Bastards. Take you to the square body junkyard. 1 ton, 454, 400 turbo, 205 transfer case, Dana 60, 14 bolt. Need to get this going again. Ooh, what is that? That's the next project. Got the old Oliver 1800. Feast your eyes on the Squarebody junkyard. We'll get a bunch of junk laying around. This is the bed to that C20 I'm working on for my dad in my shop. I don't know if we're gonna cut that and shorten that, or we're just gonna get a couple bed sides because he's got a nice bed floor. Now, I used to drive that. Called it the Nanner truck. The old Nanner beast. That's falling apart. Extra bed I got on a deal. I think that came with the green truck. Yeah, it did. K5 Blazer. Suburban with the front end chopped off from it. Front part of the cabs. We're going to use it on something else. I drove that for a while. That came from Texas. I bought that for extra parts. That's actually the green truck. The Green New Deal has the suspension out of this. Friend of mine's truck. I bought that for 200 bucks. It had a bed and doors and stuff. Just got that for parts, suspension parts, and wheel tubs and a bunch of stuff can be used on this too. The cab ain't too bad on this. I thought about putting cab corners and rockers on this. Frame's junk. Doors are junk. Another crew cab sitting there. Hell, that's a truck I started doing body work in high school. Another K5 Blazer. Most people would probably say we're hillbillies and got a bunch of junk shit laying around, but man, there's all kinds of good parts for square bodies out here. My dad's all the time hooking me up. If I ain't got it, he's got it. That's the 1-ton front suspension that came out of the Green New Deal. I'll save that for something. More front suspensions, rear ends. There's all kinds of stuff out here. It's a mess. We need to organize a little bit. We buy shit all year round and then we just set it somewhere and don't mess with it. Got a bunch of wood we got to cut up too. Cut wood to heat our house. That's a part-time job. I'm getting sick of doing that. Another frame. My dad had to have this camper. It's got a big block in it. Got a 454. And then there's my Oldsmobile, my cruiser. I need to get this thing done. My wife wants to drive this. I put a new headliner in this last fall. Interior is pretty mint in this car. I gotta get this thing going. It's got some Mickey Thompson slicks on it. Oh yeah. Got some 62 Chevy pickups over here. Kind of giving you the junkyard tour today. We're gonna end up doing something with this next summer, and this. I'm gonna make a crew cab out of this Suburban. This came from Arizona. Sat in our barn for like, man, 18 years. And our barn started to fall down. We pulled it out here. I want to get it tore apart and cut it and make it a crew cab. So this will be the new tow rig here. It'll be a 1-ton. I don't know if I want to go 4-wheel drive or 2-wheel drive, but I want to extend the doors kind of like a mega cab, because you don't have a whole lot of room in a crew cab. So I thought about chopping the doors, widening them, and then I'll take like a back of a cab and section it, bring the door jamb over to here, and make a mega cab, extended door crew cab, sort of, you know. Oh, let's see. Got the old D2 Caterpillar. That runs good. Wish it had a blade on it so I could use it. Pretty much the only thing you can do with that thing is fucking plow fields. That's for Dad. That ain't for me. Then I got this from North Carolina. This is rust free. A C20. I was gonna shorten this, make it a 2-wheel drive, half-ton. This is a pretty clean truck. It needs a paint job. Some of the paint and seam sealers flaking off, but this is in pretty solid condition. I sold that to my brother-in-law, so that one will be leaving. Unfortunately, I don't know if I want to get rid of it, but it's already too late. 83 big black 400 turbo 14 bolt. That's got a mild cam and exhaust, and it's all balanced. Runs pretty good. I've spun the tires quite a bit in that. We got some more cabs over here. I did some body work on that. I think we're gonna put that together sometime. We got too many projects, if you haven't noticed. It's hard to decide which one we're gonna do. And that used to be something we drove. I had a 400 small block and a 400 turbo, and I don't know what rear end was in that, but I had a posi. That ran pretty good. That came from Arizona. Cab and front end. This is a buddy of mine's truck. That's gonna be running pretty soon. Well, that's about it. I showed you the tour of the junkyard here of the Squarebodies. I'll be making some more videos. I'm gonna try to make one every day if I can, because I'm constantly doing something to a Squarebody out here, so I'll keep you posted on that. Thanks for watching. See ya.